and welcome to Edith Pilates Reformer Studio. Today we're going to work on the ladder barrel. This is a ladder, and this is the barrel. Hence, ladder barrel. Very simple name. What is a good machine? We're going to focus on stretching the legs. If you do ballet or martial arts, boxing, or basically anything that involves legs, you need to do this to become healthy and better. For example, if you are kicking and you struggle to kick high, bad hamstrings, bad back, not good. If you struggle to lift your barbell because of your tight hamstrings, this will help you to become less tight than before. Hands go behind you to open up the chest, improving your posture, and slowly lift the leg up. Stretch the calf, hamstring, and glute. Depending on how flexible or tight you are, you may just hold it here for several seconds, or point and flex. If it is still too simple, go do circles to super stretch the toes, foot, all the way to the hip. About 8 circles one way, 8 reverse. To wake up the whole leg to make it more limber. If that's not enough, we'll also slide forwards, stretch even more, as slow as you can. Stretching your spine as well. In addition to that, for one leg, then we can work on the other leg. If you're very tight, don't worry, you can still do this. Just keep your knee more bent. And eventually, the leg will get used to the stretch, and you will be able to be super long. Point and flex, stay tall as you do this. Making sure that the pelvis stays centered, stable, so that the leg doesn't work. About 8 circles one way, stretching the toes, the fascia, the foot. If you have plantar fasciitis, this will also help. 8 reverse, stable knee, stable pelvis, then super stretch forwards. Stretch your hip flexors and your spine. Those are the easy ones. Eventually, we'll be able to stretch in the thighs and glutes. Have the knee, side bend for about 12 seconds. Try to reach the toes without rotating. It's harder than it seems. Then counter stretch, stretching the hip, glute, and thigh, and the side of the torso. If you have a wide, you can use it to help you to go lower, lower, lower in a safe manner. It should feel kind of nice. Yeah. We can also stretch the quadriceps. If it's too painful for the knee, just lean forwards. If it's not stretching enough, lean back. Until you can go all the way back without feeling too much pain. Opening of the hip flexor, the quadriceps, and the psoas. For the legs to make them more even. Hold for posture. Forwards modification. Backwards more intense. The further back you can go, better of a stretch you will feel. To really open up the front of the leg. You can also do a lot more stretches depending on your specific situation. If your sport or job requires a lot of upper body mobility, we could stretch the ribs, the obliques, the spine like this. The more stretched you are, the more flexible you will become. If that's still not enough, you could use your obliques to lift up and down to become stronger than yesterday. Any questions?
Yes. If somebody is watching right now, but they don't have a ladder barrel at home, and they wanted to stretch some of the muscles you were talking about, how could they do that at home?
If you don't have this for whatever reason, you could just hold on to a relatively tall chair or table and just grab the back of the hands, ankle or foot. But be careful. If you lean back, it's due to hurt your back. Stay tall or engaged. And lift the foot up and then pull. To play it in more, press more for about 3 seconds and release. Contract the muscle, release to stretch it more. To stretch the hamstring, you could do the same idea. A higher chair is harder, more intense. Lower chair or bed, less intense. Hold to a wall and slowly lift up. This is not the best chair because it can move. The more stable, the better. You could stay here and just point and flex like we did here, or lean forwards for more of a stretch. And you can also turn to the side and do similar. The bad thing is that it's harder to find things that are this high. This height works better because it's perfectly waist high and you don't really have to do much modification. You could just put the leg up and stretch immediately. Or if you need to warm up, you can warm up and stretch. It also helps that it can come closer to you or further away. If you have shorter legs, you may need it closer to be able to stretch better. It is too far, not enough stretch. On the other hand, if you have long legs, you need it further out. And the chairs, beds, tables aren't really as easy to move. The shape also helps to round your spine, which is something that you cannot really do anywhere else. Except here at my studio. And I guess other places, but we are better. Because we have everything you could need.
Now, you answered my question without me asking. I was going to ask, what is the advantage of stretching with machines as opposed to just on the floor?
The support the machine gives you is not really replicatable on the floor. If the floor machine tends to be stable, the shape guides your body, your spine, your leg to lengthen more than the flat floor. The floor is good, the chair is good, but this is better to reach your flexibility goes faster than before.
If someone's interested in learning more about Pilates, what should they do?
You can call us at 210-279-2202 for more information, or go to our website at elitepilatesreformer.com. You will have a wealth of information there about us, about the studio, and Pilates in general. To become better than before.